Welcome to HDTV. You're now rocking with your boy. Dozens were believed to, dozens were believed to be dead after assailants attacked a Catholic church in southwestern Nigeria on Sunday, which is today, firing on worshipers as they celebrated Mass. And this is according to local officials. The attack at the St. Francis Catholic Church in Owo in Ondo State was the deadliest attack on a church in Nigeria in years and brought the kind of violence usually seen in the country's north to a relatively peaceful area of Africa's most populous nation. The attack occurred on Pentecost Sunday as dozens of worshipers were gathered at the church. At least 4 assailants stormed the building, according to the police. It was the first time that a church had been attacked in the Ondo state in recent years, bringing a new sense of insecurity to a state that had been spared the levels of violence seen elsewhere in Nigeria. President Muhammadu Buhari, who has promised to end Nigeria's insecurity, condemned the attack as a dastardly act. As of Sunday night, there had been no claim of responsibility, and the motive for the massacre was unclear. Most attacks on churches have been in the north, but they have become less frequent than they were at the height of the Boko Haram insurgency around 2015. In the southwest, where the church attack took place on Sunday, there have been kidnappings, most often by herdsmen seeking ransom, and there have been conflicts with herdsmen over new restrictions on open grazing. Officials were still assessing the toll of the attack on Sunday. Videos posted on social media showed bodies lying in pools of blood between church pews. Oluwole Agomalasui, the majority leader of Ondo State Assembly, went to the scene of the massacre and said he had seen at least 20 dead, including many children. He estimated the death toll at 70 to 100. Adelegbe Timileyin, a federal lawmaker representing the Owo area, told the Associated Press that at least 50 people had been killed. The attack came amid renewed social and economic tensions in Nigeria, where regular killings and kidnappings have compounded a deep sense of insecurity and resentment of the government ahead of the next presidential election scheduled for February. As Mass was taking place around 11:30 a.m., armed assailants shot at worshipers from outside the church while other gunmen targeted people inside the building, the police said in a statement on Sunday evening. It is a Black Sunday in Owo, Ondo's governor Arakunrin Akarodolu said, condemning a vile and satanic attack against people who have enjoyed relative peace over the years. Nigeria is roughly divided between Christians living predominantly in the south and Muslims populating the country's north. Much of the violence plaguing Nigeria, such as killings and kidnappings, have mostly occurred in the country's northwest and center. Last month, gunmen killed dozens of people in the central state of Plateau, and in April 8, people were killed and dozens were kidnapped on a popular train route connecting the capital, Abuja, to the regional hub of Kaduna in the north. The attack on a route that the authorities boasted was a safe alternative to a highway where kidnappings by bandits are commonplace angered many Nigerians who blamed Mr. Buhari for his inability to stem the surge of violence. No group has claimed responsibility for the train attack. The authorities have said that elements of the Boko Haram terrorist group had teamed up with local bandits for the attack. Dozens of passengers are still being held hostage by kidnappers. Episodes of violence occasionally flare up between the country's Muslims and Christians. Last month, a Christian student was beaten to death and her body set on fire after fellow students accused her of sending blasphemous messages about the Prophet Muhammad in a WhatsApp group conversation. Last week, a man was killed and burned to death in Abuja after an argument with a Muslim cleric. The police said in late May, the head of Nigeria's Methodist Church was kidnapped and released a few days later after Methodist officials said they had paid a ransom. On Sunday, after the attack on St. Francis Catholic Church, Mr. Akarodolu, Ondo's governor, also warned against vigilantism in response to the attack. And this is Ben Izzy Malu reported from Lagos, Nigeria, and Elian Peltier from Dakar, Senegal. Basically got the news and information for the article, and very sad that this happened. Whether we're in Africa, whether we're not, even though we have our differences, especially our back and forth between us and then of course Africans. This is very tragic. You don't want to see anybody lose their life, especially 70 to 100, which is mostly kids, which is very sad. But this has been going on for decades and millennia, where it seems like blacks get shot up, killed, all of that. There's nothing enforcing, there's no helping black people law. There's no black people hate. However, we could get a Asian hate where I've really never seen any damn Asians get hated on. I've never seen Asians getting mindlessly killed unless it's from their own people from their country. Now, if I'm wrong, hey, I'll be wrong. However, from my opinion and what I've seen, this goes for black people all over the world. We're not being looked after. Nobody gives a damn. Like, look at the Ukrainian thing. The Ukrainian war with Russia, where Russia invaded. They had Nigerians there trying to get on the train, get on somewhere to get out of the country. What did they do? They turned them away. They pushed them away. So it seems like it's easier to do a mass shooting or anything on a black man or black woman or black children, whereas opposed if it's a white person or white thing, whether it's in England or the UK or if it's in America or if it's in anywhere, they will glorify that white person who got killed. They'll have it on the news cycle 100 hours a day, everything telling you what happened, trying to show you the kids and stuff. This is the world we live in, people. And it's going to continue being that way because they don't give a damn about us as black men, women, or black people in general. They do not care about us. So we have got to start waking up, smelling this coffee, and getting on board with coming up with a plan to help each other worldwide. Because they're not going to help us. They're not going to help us at all. And that's just how it is. And that's how it's going to go. So let me know in the comment section, man, what you guys think about this. Very sorry to hear this. I pray that the gunmen, they take out the gunmen. They locked them up for a long time. And I pray for those who have gone through this and lost somebody. This is sad news. And I pray it gets better. I know this is some sad news for a day, but hey, somebody got to talk about it. So thank you guys for listening, man. We out. Deezy.